What's more important to you? Paying for a higher education for 4 years, or having a higher education eventually pay for you for a lifetime? Now, there are two sides to these two questions. Some people think that having a higher education is not worth it and too expensive. On the other hand, some people think that having a higher education is needed and vital to living in this generation. Hi, my name is Alicia Castaneda Terwilliger, and I'm here to tell you from experience and from added research that having a higher education is well worth it. Now I'm going to discuss with you 3 different important reasons of why having a higher education is important. The first one is the greater demand for degrees. According to the University Business article, employers frequently report that they favor new employees who possess the skills that the arts and sciences teach. Georgia Tech University states that they are pushing the growth of their mathematics and science programs because employers are seeking post-grads who have majored in science and mathematics. Now, whether it be arts, science, mathematics, employers nowadays are not even going to hire people if they do not have some sort of higher education, whether that be an associate certificate or a bachelor's degree, master's degree, all the way up to a doctorate's degree, depending on where you want to be employed. The second reason that having higher education is important is because there's an improved quality of life. People develop life skills while they are studying in higher education. Mindfulness is one of these skills. Mindfulness holds special importance in the education and training of adults. And this was said by Davis, who is actually a professor of higher education. Mindfulness is the slowing and the focusing on the present time. Now, this is learned through higher education. It helps with this skill. Mindfulness promises to prompt rational decision making, also organizational skills, and it improves morale. It also decreases employee turnover rates. Those pursuing a college degree may well have aptitudes, skills, and other characteristics that make them different from those who do not go to college. Now, this is taken from the New York Federal Reserve Bank. People improve the quality of life within the U.S. with these improved skills. So people with higher education fill job shortages. They create a better tax base. They draw less on the healthcare system, and they also form a large group of advocates for higher education in the future. The third and last reason why higher education is so important is because there's a faster job promotion that leads to higher salaries. Now, higher education actually promotes getting a higher position at your work. So according to the Federal Reserve Bank in San Francisco, holding a 4-year college degree actually gives people a bigger advantage when they're looking in the labor force. The wage gap between a high school diploma and a college degree has been increasing for the past 35 years and continues to increase. There is a huge wage gap between these two degrees, however, not having a degree and having a degree. Workers with a bachelor's degree on average earn well over $1 million, whereas people with an associate's degree, they only earn $325,000 in comparison to a high school diploma. So they're earning $325,000 over what a high school diploma would be earning, and as well as a bachelor's earning $1 million over what a high school diploma would be learning. And this was taken from the New York Federal Reserve Bank. Knowing these 3 reasons, let's reflect on what we've discussed. Now, there are many pros of achieving higher education, and these are the 3 things that I have gone over. The first one was the greater demand for degrees, and the second one was life skills improving and just overall quality of life in the U.S. And the third one was the promotion and the higher salaries with those promotions when you have a higher education. Now, it's more beneficial and vital to living in this generation. These research and facts that I have backed up with these 3 reasons are important in what people have studied over time. There are more pros to higher education that I have not even touched yet, but these are just these 3 that I am going over with you today. My friends all say that they do not regret having a higher education, and that's from friends who have doctorates and that also have associate's certificates and degrees. I have seen and heard many success stories with the people that have pursued higher education, and I am one of those stories. Thank you, and I hope that I have inspired you to pursue higher education.